one thing I want to talk. There's one thing I want to talk about real quick, and it's this collab. Because when I opened up this collab the other day, I was not aware of what it actually was. Right? This collab right here. I don't know what this I don't really know what this game is or what this anime is or whatever it is. I don't know what this is. And today I found out that the collab item, so you get character accessory, flyaway hair extension, plushie punny, t-shirt, and then the special art, and then the player titles set of 3, right? The flyaway hair extension is probably the corniest, worst. You know what? It's not. It's not the worst thing that they put into Tekken 8 as a reward for something. It's not even a reward. It's just a collab pack, right? It's literally just like a little tuft of hair that sticks on top of the other hair of Reina. I guess it's for anyone, right? Let me see if I go to customization real quick. Avatar customization, character customization. See if I can find it, because I saw it yesterday and I didn't know what it was. I didn't realize that it was part of that collab. I thought it was just a let me see if it goes on anybody else. I'm not sure if it goes on Reina or not, or only Reina. I don't know why would I pick the thing with the hood? But go back, man. Please don't be spinning either. Oh my god. Whatever. I have to take care of that at a later point in time. But it's gonna spin because there's something weird that happens with characters or whatever, and they spin. And if you don't turn off this setting, or you don't turn off this Xbox 360 controller thing or something like that, I don't know. It's in Windows. It's a Windows problem. I fixed it before, but I have to fix it again. All right. Where would it be? Accessory? Here it is. What the hell is that, dog? What is that? Well, we could spin her around so you can get a really good look at the little piece of hair sticking on top of her head. It is at the maximum size that it could possibly be. Front to back width 100%. What? Why? Why do you think that anybody would have thought that that was a cool thing to have for the collab? Like, I don't understand why it seems that Bandai Namco and the devs over there think that this is a cool thing. This little tuft of hair. They could have literally given Reina the character's costume. They could have just given the costume. The costume looks cool, right? If you look at her costume, her hair even looks cooler. Y'all could have given her the entire hairstyle. You could have given the whole hairstyle, so you can make the character at least kind of look like the character from the collab. But no, you thought that the little hook on top of her hair sticking up was the most iconic part of the character. Isn't this like a new game? I know nothing about this. But if it's like a new game or a new anime or something that never existed before, how is that iconic? Maybe it's not. They have to be using the word iconic to say that this thing has existed, or this anime or game has existed in the past. But they made this hair thing. Like, dude, it is so easy. It is so easy to do monetization in a game correctly. It's so easy. Now, you're still not going to please everybody, right? Like, you're not going to please everybody. You're going, like people are still going to be mad that they have to buy cosmetics in game. But if you were to put cosmetics in the game that people actually wanted to buy, that were not like throwbacks from the previous game that were in the last game in Tekken 7, and you have people buying those costumes, and you have people buying the titles in the, or putting the things that are from the last game into the battle passes for this game, you knew that the people didn't want the battle pass in the first place. And then it feels like Bandai Namco tried their best to piss people off as much as they possibly can. Like, I don't know how you could not listen so intently. Like, it doesn't make any sense. They gave people the opposite of everything that they wanted out of this game. They wanted defense, they gave them offense out the ass. They didn't want monetization, they monetized literally everything. You could have given away the costumes from Tekken 7 for free, like a 2 or 3 costumes from Tekken 7 for free each month, on top of making brand new costumes for characters that they could buy from the shop. You could have done that. This collab, you could have had the whole character's outfit, the whole character getup. You could have had it so that when you put on the character's outfit, it looks exactly like the character. Meaning you could play as this character, but it would just be Reina. It would be Reina and her moveset, but it would look like her. And it would be like a skinned costume that you can get. Like, instead of this tuft of hair, a t-shirt, and like whatever, and a little blue thing that floats around. When you do a collab, you want people to see it and be interested in it and go look into it to see what it's about. But if you sit there and like are lazily throwing these things in here, nobody's gonna care. The coolest part of this collab is this artwork. Like, that's the best part of this collab, the artwork for Tekken 8 with Reina and the other chick over there on the other side. I don't understand. It's almost like these companies don't like money. You would think that they're like, oh, they like money so much they're trying to squeeze every penny out of everybody. It's like, no, this is not how you, this is the opposite of trying to get money out of people. This is actually a garbage way, because nobody wants this stuff. Now, this is free. The collab is free, right? But like, you could have, if you would have given away the collab outfit for this character for free, it would get used. People would like it. They would have maybe paid you more. I don't know how much they paid to have this stuff put in the game, but maybe they could have paid more or whatever or something. I don't know how this collab thing works, but something could have been done better. Because if they gave away the costume for free, people would see it, think it was cool. The Reina players would have something to use for free. They would hop back on the game if they weren't playing, and people seeing this might actually go check that game out. But because of all the controversy and stuff with the stupid collab, nobody even cares. If they didn't care about it before, they don't care about it now. Like, y'all ruined the collab. Like, y'all ruined the marketing, where people could have been flocking over to see what this was about. Nobody cares anymore because it's dumb. I mean, it wasn't the move. Should have used Ryza, but it could have done way better. They didn't do anything. It's literally a tuft of hair. It's so stupid. If they would have used another character, it would have been a different strand of hair. Like, that's what I feel like. It would have been a different strand of hair. It's so stupid. Like, I can't believe that they did that. They put Fakaram in the game. Sure, whatever. I've never fought against Fakaram in 7 because I wasn't playing while he was out, and I don't really think anybody was picking him when I started playing like Lydia when she came out. Because I didn't even play Lydia when she first came out. I think I was playing Kunimitsu, and then I eventually transitioned over to Lydia, and she became my favorite character. But in this game, I'm not playing her. Like, she's apparently really good right now, but the reasons why I like playing her don't exist, and I still might learn her at some point in this game, but I've just been playing Alyssa because I've been having a lot of fun playing that character. So Fakaram is good, but Bruce should have took the spot for sure. Of course, like I said, they gave everybody the opposite of everything they wanted from this game. People continuously say, yo, bring back Bruce. They've been saying bring back Bruce since Josie. That's her name, right? She reminds me of the chick from Josie, or she reminds me of Josie and the Pussycats. Like, that's what she reminds me of, that cartoon. Just because of her name. But they've been saying bring Bruce back since probably before that. But like, I remember people talking about that because she was that type of character. She has some of his moves or something like that. Yeah, I dropped Tekken after 7. Tekken 8 was rushed much. Yeah, I still play it. I still play it because when it first came out, I didn't really care about like the offense and all that kind of stuff. I didn't care about none of that because I'm not good enough to care about that shit, right? Some people are good enough to care about it where it affects them, like the changes that they make affect them, but the changes that they made to Tekken 8 from Tekken 7 didn't really affect me that much. The more that affect everybody is when they gave everybody new attacks. That's when it started affecting everybody, because now you have these really super crazy plus frame moves, and now they're bringing them down, and they're like, you know, toning everything down a bit, and, you know, kind of bringing defense back into the fold. It's still going to be Tekken 8, but it's not as crazy as the drop at season 2. Clyde's was a good move, Mo, but no more guest characters after that. Man, you gotta have guest characters. Gotta have guest characters. Like, guest characters are a staple. Maybe not a full roster damn near of guest characters, but like here and there you gotta have guest characters, because people enjoy guest characters in games. It gets people who maybe were on the fence about playing the game, or they were like, oh, you know, that's my favorite character, I want to play Tekken to play that character, or just have some other character from another game that was never in Tekken and Tekkenize them, right? Like, I didn't play Akuma in Tekken, but I thought that was a cool thing that they did. I played Noctis, but I didn't really care about that game like that. And I like playing some guest characters, even if I don't care about their game or where they came from, right? Noctis, I didn't play his game. I didn't really care about him as a character, but he was cool. Like, his gameplay was cool to me, so I played him a bit. And then Geese was a cool addition, even though, like, I think people didn't really like playing against him. But he was a cool character to add. Like, yeah, KOF character in Tekken. What? Like, yo, what's up, Art? You're not a full roster, but 1 or 2. It's a big roster, man. It's a big roster. They gotta have, like, at least, like, maybe I'll give you one guest character every other season, right? If they do one guest character every other season that the game exists, I think that's enough to, like, keep the game fresh. Because even when older characters come back, some people don't care about the older characters. They don't know about the older characters. But when you start bringing guest characters into the fold, you bring in more people that didn't play Tekken before to try out Tekken. That's how you get more people into fighting games. Any way you can bring more people into fighting games is a good look. But, like, the Yumiya, this Yumiya game or whatever, that's not bringing nobody to Tekken. Anybody that was playing that game and was like, oh yeah, they had a thing with Tekken, I'm not gonna go play that game. Like they have no reason to. But if they put that character in the game, because when they announced it, it made it look like that character was gonna be added to the game. And I can see people who like the character from that game maybe getting Tekken 8 just to play that character, and maybe diving further into the FGC or diving further into fighting games just because of that collaboration. What are we talking about? We're talking about the I don't even know how to pronounce this shit. Atelier Yumia. Atelier Yumia is actually really good. I'm an Atelier fan a lot. So then doing that was a bad move. Atelier. But yeah, like that was like when I saw the hair thing yesterday, when I opened up the game, I didn't even know that's what that was. Like I didn't know that came from that game. They're talking about some iconic hair. If Goku's hair showed up in Tekken without saying that it was a Dragon Ball Z collab, we'd all know that's iconic. I'm sorry, the little tiny tuft of hair is not iconic enough. There are 34 games. 34, and I've never heard of it before. Like, holy sh! You own all of them? That's crazy. That's a real fan right there. That's a real fan right there. That's wild. That's wild that there's all these games and all these characters, and the best they did was put the little tuft of hair on the head